Hey everybody, welcome to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here watching some Symphogear XV. Last alright, sorry, comments first, that's right. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of it right here, but we got some comments here today, let's see what people got to say. We got listener Josh first from the Patreon for the episode Exoglossia, who says,
We had
You two,
Xenoglossia.
you're correct. You two definitely missed the origin of Tsubasa's hypnosis. It's Malark's power, the SEAL invasion. It's the reason she committed that terror attack on the theater to shock Tsubasa and make it easier to implant the hypnosis on her. We saw her attempt to use it on Hibiki fail later, only implying a slight stun effect. Tsubasa's freakout and rampage on the city was similarly triggered by a flash in her eyes and a bunch of Malark illusions, the direct result of Malar's ability. Her grandfather merely knows the words to activate that power too, as he likely hired them for the purpose of setting up the scheme to control Tsubasa. Also, Chris randomly saying, "Put your hands up" in English will always be great. Oh yeah, no, that's the most Chris moment I think I can think of.
Well, I mean, that's the benefit is that you know that we're always going to miss stuff. That's the point of that's the point of being on the journey together. I don't mean journey with you, Griff. I mean with the audience. And that's the benefit of then having a patron who wants to point out the things that we miss
Mhm.
is that you're pointing it out literally within the time frame of us still watching it, as opposed to the YouTube watcher who will point a thing out to us a month down the road. And granted, I'm not saying YouTube commenters don't comment. I'm still reading the shit, even if we're done watching the show. I'm
Mhm.
just saying that we won't be able to react. Sorry, I'm also a bit tired. We won't be able to react to it within a time frame like the same for just another Josh here, who, by the
Yeah.
way, isn't just another Josh to me.
He's our Josh. Uh, but yeah, I think usually when I think in terms of like powers for any show, especially like something that's mostly still episodic, I tend to think of powers as in their effects as episodic too, right? If someone used something and it's a new episode, I usually assume the thing that happened last time is over. So yeah, obviously the connection didn't immediately stick, but I just kind of assumed they just did it again in the moment.
Well, I mean, the last episode, the
Hmm.
effect was that it created like stained glass windows in Subasa's eyes, versus
Yeah,
the
yeah.
attack on not the attack per se on the show, but when she like stabbed the girl in front of her or made her stab the girl by
Yeah.
shoving her under the blade, that effect wasn't present, so I didn't connect the two things together. Also, I
Hmm.
just didn't. I guess I wasn't paying attention. I didn't see her doing the stained glass window thing uh, during the fight leading up to the hypnosis either. So I just saw the
Right.
effect, which is everyone looks like Polka Dot's mom. I think that was the comment we were making at the time.
I think I do also like the explanation of kind of how it works that you have to kind of like mentally prepare someone to be like undefended. Like the shock like of stabbing someone was clearly the thing that made Tsubasa unready to like resist whatever this is. Meanwhile, Hibiki just like is always vibing, so of course nothing was really going to happen to her, right? Not until like maybe we see like Miku in danger or something, right?
Literally, your explanation of it makes it make less sense, Griff, than anything else. I would
Does
say that
it?
Hibiki
Does it?
wanting to be friends with everybody and always being open, wide open, makes her more susceptible to hypnosis. And stabbing somebody right in front of you would put you on guard so much that hypnosis is less likely to work. That's your
It
explanation. It seems makes less sense, Griff.
I feel like maybe you're just interpreting that all wrong, but that's
That's
fine,
literally
whatever.
what you said, and then I put it in why
Yeah.
that makes no sense.
Our next comment is Dustmane Alice from The Reality Proved When Each Tier Falls to the Next. Wow, that's actually a long episode title. They say, not much I can say without spoiling season 5 stuff, but worry not. Season 4 and 5 were designed as a part 1, part 2 situation. Season 5 was greenlit at the same time as this season. Season 5 wraps up this season's arc while also tying together all the seasons.
In
I
total.
guess my yeah, I guess my comments only matter if I was replying to your Patreon postings for these episodes, but one thing to look forward to in season 5 is the transformations. The new transformation sequence in season 5 are basically the entire budget of the season for each. But more importantly, each transformation was made by a fan favorite, which I mean is the animator who likes Hibiki the most was the one who did her sequence. The animator who likes Maria the best did hers, etc. So there is much more flavor. Whoever did Kirika's transformation should probably go to jail, though. Uh,
Well, I guess I really can't like rebuff the whole Patreon comment thing after I just went through a whole thing with the other comment. But I think the proof here is to the opposite. Like, we're still reading your comment. You still made it under the wire, right? Because we're doing episode 7 and replying to, oh God, what was the reality proved episode? That was what, episode 9 of last season? Episode 10 of last season?
that was in fact the last episode. Yeah, 13.
Oh, okay. Because typically they're named. The penultimate one is the name of the series. So it was what episode 12 was AXV.
Yes,
I'm asking not about
you're
the season,
correct.
but the name of the title of the show, right?
Yeah, AXE is the episode 12, and the one before that is Pinnacle Divine Might.
Right. So it's hard to always remember which episode falls where. But see, you're only 7 episodes off from where we are. Still within the range of commenting and talk back.
But still, I think we've been enjoying the transformation sequences so far. And of course, the fact the people who like the most did it, I think definitely has shown through. These are probably the best ones in the whole series, just like outright, right?
Sure, really shows off which assets of those characters they like the best.
Yeah, we definitely get to have an idea of like what they truly value in these characters.
I would, I
they're,
would, I would
of
love
course.
it if there was like a sarcastic version of the transformation sequence, and one of them is like suddenly put on a really, really large sweater and like khaki pants, and their transformation is them singing next to a chalkboard with complex mathematical equations.
This is just the library nerd magical girl show, right? Like they all get like oversized turtlenecks. They put on some glasses. They start reading some books, and then they go sit down and
No, no, I
eat their
mean like
monster
how
meth.
each one of the animators got their favorite, right? And they
Yeah, yeah.
hypersexualize them for some reason, and then one of them's like, "Well, I like how intelligent she is and her personality," and just animates like the exact opposite of everyone else.
Oh gosh, that'd be funny. Gotta just close my eyes at the Kirika transformation. Just gotta close my eyes. Next comment here is from Bams from the episode Reality Proved When Each Tear Falls on the Next. Uh Cleansed of sin, quote unquote. It's official. The main wives couples cannot have sin. Checkmate religion. Also, the fact kind of retroactively makes Miku cane throw in G13 more sensible. She was free of sin, and the cane is a complete relic, so it being able to fly and easily close the gates makes sense. How do you feel about that one? I actually don't remember the cane flying around. That's been a
Well,
while, hasn't
I
it?
mean that's when we got rid of the cane altogether. Remember?
Oh, right, yeah.
Because it's now trapped in a reality that we have no access to,
Mhm.
assumedly.
But yeah, no, I think we've had like a pin down on the main two girls being completely free of sin, and that just being like the key to like unlocking everything else that's about to happen here.
Well, I mean, it was the big factor in the first half of this two-part season, or
Mhm.
two-part two season. I don't know what you call this,
Yeah,
but yeah. I mean, it was only introduced last season, although I guess you could say it was introduced second season.
yeah, it's been there since season 2, but it hasn't applied until recently when we've actually escalated up to the point it
Well, the
matters.
thing that created it was created in season 2 when a thing
Mhm.
happened. A thing happened, but the fact that a thing happened was never mentioned to have caused that until a season ago. It's
Yeah.
like it's like if we had a show, Griff, and I like dropped a bomb on you, like
Yeah.
5 seasons back, and then
Hmm.
just yesterday, and yesterday's recording said, "Bah, but that was a neutron bomb, Griff, and I have killed all the cells in your body, and you are slowly dying."
That's what you don't realize, though, Theta. I was dead inside the whole time since season 2.
Yeah, when I dropped the bomb on you, as I just mentioned. That's what the audience. You say the audience doesn't know, as I've been dead inside.
But also, I kind of want to like keep a tag on like something that's coming up where it seems like Hibiki and Miku are uh
Married.
arguing more every now and then. Yeah, being a married couple, right? But the statement so far has been that they actually uh are free of the curse of Babel and can truly communicate. The only two people who can right now. Uh,
I
and
really
the
got
way,
that in the bathtub scene.
yeah, yeah. So like, I feel like on one hand, the show is trying to manipulate the perception of that as like, oh yeah, no, we maybe the relationships on the rock and they'll have to mend something, but like I'm just thinking the background here going, no, no, they're actually making salient points to each other that like it would have been better if they communicated more and cared about everyone. Like this is going exactly as it should for two people who are free and able to, join humans together, right?
Or is it the counter to Gundam 00? That being able to freely communicate with one another doesn't mean that you will never have hardships or strife. That the inward desires and wants of people are so fickle in nature as to never be able to fully come to closure.
I guess it all depends on what you think the series is going to build up with and do. I'm not sure at the last second Symphogear is going to pivot and go, and by the way, ever trying to understand other people was a foolhardy endeavor. That's not going to happen, right?
Well, I'm not saying that's a foolhardy endeavor. I am just saying that just because you understand somebody doesn't mean you agree with them.
Hmm.
Understanding and agreement are not two sides of the same coin.
Right, right. So I guess we should go ahead and be on the lookout for that,
That's
but
one's for you, Septic-Q. I expect a paragraph.
please be sure to turn in your essay by Monday. But last time, the episode was Xenoglossia, where Miku and Elf9 are kidnapped by Noble Red and brought to the Chateau du Trefages. Or how do you pronounce that?
I'm not looking at the words you're looking at.
To
So,
the chateau to further their plans involving both the bracelet and a mysterious device. Meanwhile, as the wielders learn that Miku is a potential vessel for a god, Vanessa targets Shinji in order to retrieve some evidence that would link them back to their hideout.
get in the mech,
As Mar-
Shinji.
As Maria and Chris are sent to stop her, a golden light shines from the castle where the mysterious Shemha emerges. Um, I believe the device from last time was literally a pyramid of auto scorer bodies with like a capsule on top, right?
I don't remember it being a pyramid. I just remember seeing like a room full of broken bodies.
I guess a pile
I'll be
then.
honest, I don't exactly remember what Elf 9 was looking at the end of the episode.
Right. Well, we're probably going to get a nice big flash of that at the very least, but needless to say, kind of creepy device, and of course, we have something emerging from it, and everyone now knows where the secret hidden base was. They were hiding out, and then a big beacon lit up. Now everyone knows, and we are halfway through the season, and I don't know how all the inertia is going to keep up from here.
Oh, also,
Like, I
possibly Subasa's a bad guy now.
oh, possibly. So
Although I
like I
assume the stand of Kanade might come back and waver her off of that.
look, stand power. You need another stand to fight it, so that's what we're gonna get today.
Oh, we only got 2 stand users. 3. Well, I don't know. You
That's all you need.
can't count Fine's stand after she sacrificed herself to bring back that
Mhm.
girl.
So I guess with that, let's just go ahead and watch and see what happens. But before we do, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can go ahead and follow us over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but no pressure. It's all to support the channel, just a little bit extra.
Click the link down below, join the Discord, tell us who your favorite dead character in the show is.
まるで何かのジェネレーター
I'd call that a pyramid.
I wouldn't. Round.
It
Famously,
could be a
pyramids have right
cylindrical
angles.
pyramid. Or
No,
conical.
those aren't pyramids, Griff.
Pyramid
Hypnotized.
of coffins.
No.
And I guess Elf9 being hypnotized easily kind of checks out, considering she was under control in the first place.
Like I said, this anime must be amazing if you're a QAnon.
Like, if we weren't surrounded by, like, such a clean, like, science room, this would almost have, like, a very, like, creepy horror vibe. Oh, come on, Elf9's not a threat.
Which kind of is.
Oh, hey, Carol.
That's pretty cool.
Stand power, right?
Well, the other you, right?
Yeah,
Since they merged. And that's when we stop watching this show, we start watching Knowing to Your Other Self Be True.
Oh, right, they strapped Miku to that.
She didn't strap Miku to anything, she's just laying there.
We are definitely setting up for another Miku versus Hibiki, though, like, right?
I don't know. I don't know, because we don't really know what the plot is, the plan. We know who the enemies are, but we don't know what they're kind of up to yet.
Yeah, we don't have a vibe for them at all. Like, we don't know. The vibe will tell us the general direction, and then, like, a plan will tell us, like, exactly where, right?
Well, because, I mean, usually we know, like, what they're up to, sort of, but not what the master plan is. Kind of like, think back to Season 1, right?
Yeah.
We know, I keep forgetting her normal name, the Dr. Fine. She's on screen.
Yeah.
We know that what she was up to when she kept showing Chris, and what she's up to with the U.S. government and everything like that. And then suddenly she's trying to blow up the moon, like almost out of nowhere. Like, so it's like we know what the minuscule plots are that we're up to, but we never know what the end game is.
Right. We could be going back to the moon a third time.
I mean, I hope so. I hope we resolve the whole moon thing. I know someone's going to say we did resolve the moon thing when we stopped it from falling, but we keep talking about like the whole moon-based stuff and everything that's inside the moon and crap, and we just never go back to that.
I need to see some American astronaut, stepping around the moon, opens up an alien-looking facility, and then just like a scorpion pops out. I'm sure nothing's happening over there at the castle.
Oh, right, the egg thing. Forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, egg. Classic egg.
Why didn't we leave anybody there to keep an eye on it?
They did, but it turns out they're all traitors. Alright, top android, let's see what you got.
I feel like that would just destroy the gun and your finger. Or hand. Yeah.
You're right. I just had extra. To be the person stuck in traffic behind the magical girl battle, wondering what's gonna happen and if you're late for work.
No, remember, a lot of those people just fucking died.
Oh yeah, a lot of them ran too, I think.
No, they just went over a fucking cliff. They were standing on top of the cars. Those people had no sense of self, I guess. No desire to protect their lives. They never stopped the car.
At least the girls there managed to save at least one of them last time. I remember that.
Yeah, she picked up the car that kept on driving over the edge.
Heavy laser artillery is kind of scary as a concept.
We're watching Gundam, Griff. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, in this context, where it's like we have individual human-level combatants, and by the way, we're gonna artillery strike you with the speed of light.
Sorry, the moment one where I saw her pole dancing, I was like, okay, I'm gonna look away.
You already know where it's going. Avert your eyes. Look away, audience. The FBI is now calling.
Look,
they want to know your
literally,
location.
this is being recorded from the internet, so I don't need it to be known that I was watching this. Alright, she's
At least
done.
getting on top of it like a skateboard is kind of cool.
See, they were so concerned about how to get close that in the span of a transformation, we just got there anyway.
If you ever need to get close, yeah, just transform.
That's almost like it was completely a pointless concern. Also, who the fuck animated these dildo arms?
They are the thickest tentacles I've ever seen.
Well, it's more so what they look like.
You know what? If your dildo looks like that, I got no more questions.
I tend to not have any questions about dildos, girl.
You definitely have like a main body now for what was once the egg.
Well, no, it's just all those little bits that were swirled around the bottom of it are these arm things.
Mm-hmm.
Pinwheel of Death.
Oh, hey, they actually did something.
Nope, it's one of those. From the very beginning of last season, and the music stops.
Just rotate yourself to a new one. Man, we've been doing a lot of god killing lately.
What a pause our man gave the whole thing. Like, we thought he was done.
Genjuro just wants to be as dramatic as possible. He is, in fact, a total nerd. Well, you can do that sooner than you think, Hibiki.
I mean, it's not great that you're no longer in uniform, considering that's the source of your whole defense.
Yeah.
I guess unless everyone else gives you their power. That worked last time.
Nope, just retreating.
Yeah, thank God this thing is just sitting there and letting them do it. I didn't notice the baby legs and the baby arms before.
Yeah, now I understand its form a bit more. We just had to get the one good shot. I just like the Nihilith from like Half-Life.
No, remember, we've already had Nephilim in this show.
No, not Nephilim, Nihilith. The final boss of Half-Life is just like a giant floating baby kind of deal.
お荷物の処分は早めに済ましておきたいところだぜ。見た目以上に響くんのダメージは深刻。だが、翼の撤退判断が早くて、最悪の事態は免れたようだ。
Again, it's very convenient that the bad guy just lets you walk away. literally in the zone of its attack.
I guess the thing has other things to do, or just like sitting there defending itself, really.
God damn it. She said something super important and I was literally looking away and I only recognized that she said Kanade. And that he got super concerned that she brought Kanade up.
あの音に経年や電波距離による言語の変遷パターンを当てはめて予測変換したものになります。
言語の変遷パターンを
It's a hit new beat.
It's a language we don't understand. Damn you, Curse.
Quick, crew, remix this.
どこかで聞いた。いつかにマリアが歌ってたですよ。
Oh yeah, they were pointing that out the whole last episode too.
大規模な発電所事故で遠く住むところを追われたフソが唯一持ち出せたわらべ歌。変質変容こそしていますが、大元となるのはマリアさんの歌と同じであると推察されます。アヌンナキが口ずさむ歌とマリアのフソの土地の歌。
フロンティア事変にて見られた共鳴現象。それを奇跡と片付けるのは
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
マリア君の歌が引き金となっている
Who's Maria's ancestors?
何かしらの秘密が隠されているのかもしれない。
I'm not actually sure they've said that.
I mean, was that set up with a testing facility that her mother came from?
Maybe if so, that was like 3 seasons ago.
俺たちは俺たちのできることを進めよう。おそらくはミックンとエルフナイン君もそこに囚われているに違いない。
了解。
Elf9 is gone, Carol remains.
Oh no, anyone who gets knocked out of the chateau turns out to be actually alive. Just look back at Veer.
The special power of the chateau, right?
なんで私が。響にはそれができるんだもの。私の大好きな世界で一番
Thank God we took the Wonkavator.
よくわからないよ。
Maximum bloom.
お願いね。だって私の全部を預けられるのは響だけなんだから。
Still a cute refrain for the moment they had earlier in the season. Not weird here, just babe chilling out.
新調した右手の具合を確かめなくちゃ。
By killing her.
チームからも見せないとね。
Check out my new vibrating hand.
もうしばらくの時間が必要。それを邪魔する要因は小さくても取り除かなくちゃ。こいつ気づいていたでありますか。
Alright, Elf9, activate your kung fu. Let's go.
Or sing a song and turn into an adult woman, like Carol used to be able to do.
生きているのも辛くないかしら。
She did that under duress and hypnosis. It's fine.
世界を守るために消えていいとさえ思っていました。だけどこの体は大切な人からの預かり物です。
Myself.
今はここから消えたくありません。そう。だけどそれは聞けない相談ね。どうすれば。だけど僕では。
Turn into Carol, come on.
次は外さないわ。
Oh, hello.
Oh, hey. I'll accept this as a stand.
ソードブレーカー、その一振りをあなたが剣と思うなら。
I love it when villains come back as good guys. Or as anything.
しっかりするであります。
I thought she exploded, though.
All these broken bodies, the Autoswords, if they're here.
Oh. I guess that's a fair point. Oh, we got the whole gang here.
Since Elf9 is Carol.
あなたたちは路線に連結されていた廃虐体の。スクラップにスペアボディ、呼び方はいろいろあるけれど、再起動してくれたからにはやれるだけのことは。
Now we gotta kill people to make sure we have enough energy to live.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, this is a nice little reunion. It's all happy and everything and unexpected. But they don't have long before something bad happens.
Oh, I'm sure that they're gonna get destroyed in order to allow Elf9 to escape.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, do you think that maybe this is what we're doing? We keep flashing back to every previous villain in order as they appeared before, because we've already gotten the last seasons in the stand thing, so that we're
And then
gonna
it ends
end.
with Mine at the end.
Yeah,
Just for you.
she's the first one. She's the last.
What that means that Veers is gonna walk up like a zombie and just be like, you can't stop me.
Good. And he's already made the turn to hero too, so why not?
I'm sorry, but their inherent nature to just stop and pose also just is getting me.
そう信じていたから無茶してきてんだ。私らもあのバカも。これからオートスコアラーたちの助けを借りてミクさんの救出に向かいます。
Elf9's secret mission, let's go.
今ならまだ間に合います。
君が無茶。
そう無茶です。だから応援をお願いします。ここは敵のただ中です。どうしたって危険が伴うのであれば戦うしかありません。
こちらも負傷で神殺しを書いた状態にある。
この局面に響さんは
救出に向かうまでなんとか持ちこたえてほしい。頼んだ
I
ぞ。
mean, you used to command the chateau. I assume you'd have some special power there.
Oh, probably.
今度はさすがに不意をつけそうにないかと。
But remember, our villains this season are weak too, so they might be weaker than the auto scorers.
This could actually literally be an even fight. But the auto scorers were actually incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, but they're like broken and weak right now too, so.
お前がついていれば私もファラも憂いがない。
元気印の役割は心得てるぞ。マスター、今のうちに。ごめん。違う。ありがとう。パラ、レイヤー。行かせやし
I can remember my regret during the extras when they fucking humanized the auto scorers, and I was like, oh no. Now I'm sad that they died.
And here we go, one last refrain, let's do
この
it.
道は通行止めです。他を当たっていただきましょう。ああ、行かせるわけにはいかないな。
Oh, they're so cool.
ファラとレイヤならきっと大丈夫ですよね。不足はいろいろありますが、それでも全力を尽くしてま
Oh,
す。
the little shake in the arm and everything.
全力で信じてあげて
Yeah, 'cause they're broken and weak.
No, I just love the detail.
待たせたな。お仕置きの時間だぜ。
I was actually kind of hoping they would just go like pulled into the darkness or something. Just horror movie
Well, I
style.
anticipated it was like the Terminator girl, not the Nico girl.
そんな楽しい任務、本当は私がしたいけど、こんな手じゃマスターの手を引くことなんてできないから、残念だぞ。ニコ、わかってる。あんたの分まで私に任せて。
Yeah, they're literally sacrificing themselves one after another.
Just to delay them.
だけどかっこいいです。ミカのその手、大好きです。
You made them, technically, so yeah.
Remember, she sacrifices her memories to be able to get power, so Carol might have burned that out completely.
Mm-hmm.
排気躯体が舐めてくれるぜ。こうなったら照れ隠しに邪魔者をぶっ飛ばしちゃうぞ。
Gotta love upbeat murderous personalities, right?
Well, at least that's what I told her before I let her go.
あそこです。あの向こうにミクさんが。何を。
Good reaction speed.
やっと追いつけたわ。
Well, what happened to the one that could grow as tall as a building? She didn't do that.
Immediately taken out, unfortunately. I thought they would go on a little bit longer than that. Whoops.
嫌ですよマスター。少年の腐った私がそんなことするはずないじゃないですか。だけどもっと凛としてくださいまし。私たちのマスターはいつだってそうだったじゃないですか。キャロルは
That's it. Fucking just turn into Carol and kick their ass already.
We gotta end on that stinger, I feel. It's gotta be.
手間を取らせやがるぜ。みんなは僕のために。だけどそれもここまでであります。じゃあ僕はみんなのために何を。
あなたにできることはもはや一つ。
I feel the dive kick is maybe excessive here, but you know, style.
Just let it happen, Griff.
何なの？
We doing it?
As I mean to interrupt you, but you're like, I can recognize a transformation scene coming. It's like, let it happen.
Oh, it's so dramatic. It's cool.
Because our helmet thing is literally the background of our overlay.
She's back. Oh, but she didn't gain any height.
ですよマスター。私たちが欲しかったのは。
この土壇場でデタラメな奇跡を。
奇跡だと。冗談じゃない。俺は奇跡の殺戮者だ。
Ah, yes.
Oh, I love it when a villain comes back.
Oh, perfect end stinger.
Though I kind of wish that she had come back as adult Carol and not this one.
It's okay. It's actually even funnier just seeing Elf9, you know, just decked out, right?
Well, no, I'm pretty sure it's the Carol personality.
Yeah. They are Elf9 now, you know?
Well, no. Because they're kind of... Elf9 stayed Elf9 when they merged. I'm sure this is the Carol side.
Right. But, like...
Kind of like classically in the
juxtaposition,
new
it's still
Star
hilarious.
Trek when Data and Lore merged. Data and Lore are two different entities, but it's overall the Data personality, which is what you see.
Right. Still, it's still funny to see. It suddenly just turned around to this, like, big dramatic moment. Like, literally everything. The auto score is coming back, and of course the final transformation. I didn't expect it at all, but I'm so happy it happened.
This credits feel like it's the end of the show. Like,
This is definitely some of the most bopping credit music right here.
well, I just mean also just the length of the credits. Like, the series could be over right now. It's like, what the hell's happening?
Come back for the movie.
Oh, that's it, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's it.
Well, you weren't saying anything.
I was making sure because I wasn't sure either there for a second, but there you go, Theta. What do you got for the episode here?
It was sad. Sad episode.
It really was, right? It was like just going straight for the heartstrings immediately there.
Well, I mean, if there was any hope of you wanting to see an auto scorer again, this was it. And then you saw that they died. So,
yeah, fans of cool robots, you got it today. But I was thinking in my mind at the start of this, like, I didn't know how this was going to go beyond like a 2-episode arc, despite this obviously being like the setup for the entire final confrontation. I'm just like, okay, sure, yeah, if we could get like at least 2 more of these in or something like this before everyone else shows up and starts the fight, we can definitely have everything timed out perfectly. Well, what do you think?
I don't know. I don't deal with narrative timing.
I suppose so, but it's definitely prime on my mind. I'm just like, what's our next step? Where are we gonna get? And we're gonna have Carol fight here. Basically, it's gonna be cool. I'm excited for that. I'm pumped. How about
Well,
you?
I mean, we're gonna get Carol fight. Assumingly, that's gonna last one episode, and then we're gonna get 5 more episodes to wrap out whatever the final plan is here, or probably 4 more episodes, and then a wrap up for the entire thing.
Yeah. So I guess in that case, let's just go ahead and wrap up here for today. This has been Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?